But starting things off, we're joined by a young lady who's just made history. She's made the top 6 in the recent Miss World competition. She's also Miss Northern Ireland, and she's got a Miss Europe title as well. Let's find out more because Anna Leitch joins us. How are you?
I'm very well, Robin. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So thank you for joining us. You've been a busy girl recently, haven't you?
I have been very, very busy. I've just returned back from Puerto Rico last month, after ending up in the top 6 at Miss World, and I have won Continental Queen title of Miss World Europe.
Wow, so that's a record. Nobody else has done it from Northern Ireland.
Yeah, nobody else has done it in Northern Ireland before, and I think just when I was on that stage and they announced my name in the top 12, I thought, is this actually happening? Like, this can't. I actually had to say to Miss World Poland beside me, she won Miss World, I said to her, is that my name? Did they call me? Like, yes, go. And then I went out and I thought, my word. And then next thing when they called me out for the top 6, the first thing that went through my head was, I have to answer a question here on the stage in front of all the world. What's the question going to be? And I started to panic. But no, do you know what? Such an incredible experience.
What did they ask you? What was the question? Yes.
They started off about the two. They mentioned Nelson Mandela.
Right. And
I thought, oh my goodness, what is this question going to be? But it was about, Nelson Mandela had once said that how much Miss World empowers young women.
Yeah.
And they just had asked me, how have you felt that it has empowered you, this whole experience? So it wasn't too bad, the question. But some of them were tricky enough that the other contestants had to answer, I have to say. But yeah, no, an amazing experience. It has just changed my life completely. And, you know, I never ever thought this time last year that I would be sitting here in front of you on your TV show. Do you know what I mean?
And this is your first TV appearance,
This is my first TV show, yes.
Wow.
So,
you're going well so far.
It's crazy. I think you just really have to go out there and just grab every opportunity that comes your way and just make the most of it, you know, and have no regrets. So, yeah, no, when I went out there, I had the opportunity to meet all of these amazing, beautiful women from all over the world.
So what about the Miss Northern Ireland experience then? Was that something you always wanted to do?
It was something that I had always followed for a long time on social media, and it was when Catherine Walker had put up a post. It was maybe a couple of weeks before I had applied, and I thought, she's quite like me. She's a paediatric nurse. I'm a teacher. We sort of work in the within the public sector. And I thought, well, if she can do it as a nurse, I think I can do it.
Yeah.
And so it was just that one evening I decided, right, I'm going to go on here, I'm going to do this application form. And I did, and I got through to the heat and then through, obviously, to the final and became Miss Northern Ireland. So,
what was that like on the final night? How did you feel when they called out your name and said, you're now Miss Northern Ireland?
I didn't think it was ever going to happen, to be honest. I think with me, I don't like to put an awful lot of pressure on myself. And sort of I did Miss Northern Ireland final, I went off to Miss World, you know, just thinking to myself, right, I'm just going to enjoy this experience. Not every girl in the world gets this opportunity, and there are many that would really want that opportunity, but they don't get the chance. So I wanted to make the absolute most of it, and I just wanted to enjoy every minute. And as Victoria Withers from ACA Models and Alison Clark herself told me before I went, lap it all up, Anna.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the experience and don't put any pressure on yourself to get to a certain stage within the competition. And that's what I did. And I think that's part of the reason why I did end up winning Miss Northern Ireland as well as doing so well at Miss World, was because I just enjoyed it and I was just myself throughout the whole competition.
So what about plans for the future then? Are you continuing with the teaching?
I am.
Yeah.
I have taught full time this whole year, being Miss Northern Ireland.
Wow.
5 days a week, travelling to Cookstown from Lisburn every day. So it's been very busy, it's been hectic. But
and you're still smiling.
I'm still smiling, yes. I know, funny, I went to the dentist the other day and I managed to lock my jaw, and he said to me, and he says, maybe just try not to open your mouth as wide. And I said, it's very hard when you're doing all this smiling all the time, you know, because I said, I'm constantly smiling, do you know that? But it's been such a great experience. I've loved it. And, you know, my job is so important to me. That's my biggest passion, is, you know, to look out for those children who are suffering from mental health.
Yeah.
You know, and that is a big thing across many schools in Northern Ireland at the moment. Do you see, when I went back to school after the lockdown, not even myself, but many teachers saw the impact that it has had on our young people. And I think that is why a lot of schools now are reaching out to a lot of mental health charities in Northern Ireland. We have Aware NI working in our school now, doing a lot of mindfulness programs with our older children in Key Stage 2, and hopefully now with our younger kids, because a lot of people wouldn't think that kids as young as 4 and 5 have, poor mental health. But actually that is a big thing. I've had so many kids this year coming into school with, separation anxiety, with their mum. They don't want to leave their mum behind when they're coming into school. And still, to this point in the year, in April, there's still children, they haven't got over that separation anxiety. And it's horrendous to see, and I think we really need to be doing so much more for our children's mental health in schools. So Aware and I have been amazing. I'm now hopefully going to get to do a mindfulness course over the course of 6 weeks at the end of this month, which I'm really, really excited about, just to even develop my own knowledge and understanding of it, and to be able to find out already I know various coping mechanisms to help our children overcome those barriers, but you can never stop learning.
Exactly.
You never stop learning, so I just want to get in there and I just want to learn so much more about it. And Aware and I has been brilliant for that, I have to say. So I'm still going to carry on teaching. Maybe might go down part-time in September.
Okay.
Just because I think with Miss World now there is hopefully an opportunity for me to travel with the Miss World team and do maybe a bit of humanitarian work with Miss World herself and the other continental queens. So I'm thinking that's just in the pipeline. Hopefully maybe go down to part-time. It would give me just a wee bit more flexibility. I think I can always go back to teaching, and I love teaching, but I think this opportunity only comes around very, very seldomly. It's not every day that you can sit here and wear a Miss World Europe sash. So I think now is the time for me to do that, and as I say, I can always go back to full-time teaching when I want to.
Would you like to do some TV? Because on your first TV debut today, you've been good.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yes, well, I wouldn't mind it. Could give you a run for your money, Robin.
Let's hope so. Anna, it's been great talking to you.
Thank you very much, Robin,
for
having
in.
me.
And enjoy the rest of your run as Miss Northern Ireland.
I will. Thank you very much for having me, Robin.